You're welcome to this aspect. Here we want to study physical and chemical changes. Now, what are physical changes? Physical changes are changes in which a new substance is not formed. Yes, if you hear the word physical or hear the word physical property, they involve um they involve a kind of change whereby we still have the same substance that we have. There is no new substance formed. That is it. Now, what are examples? You see, any process that involve melting, boiling, freezing. Are you there? All these are examples of what? Physical change. Don't forget, melting, boiling. Okay, for example, now if I freeze water to ice, if that ice is melted back, I'll still have water. So there is no new substance that is formed entirely. You know, ice and water are the same, but just different states. Water is liquid and what ice is solid. But is that different substance? No, they still have the same formula H2O, H2O, but one is solid and one is liquid. So another example again is what? Dissolution of what? Common salt. Sodium chloride is called common salt in water. Okay, so if you dissolve sodium chloride in water, you can actually still reverse back. When we go to a separation technique, you understand that. So that's a physical change. No new substance is formed. Okay, good. You still have salt water, and if you evaporate the water, you still get back your salt. Now, magnetization and demagnetization, using bar magnet to magnet something and removing it, is a physical change. And all separation processes, for example, sublimation, magnetization, are you there? Evaporation, all these are physical changes. Also, shredding, for example, tearing, cutting, and breaking. If someone asks you, breaking of glass is an example of a physical change, yeah, because you still have the glass back. Okay, good. Now, what are chemical changes? Chemical changes are changes in which what? In which no new substance is what? No new substance is formed. Yeah, no new substance is what? Sorry, chemical changes are changes in which what? A new substance is formed. The one that did not form new substance is physical change. A chemical change, a new substance is what? Formed. A new substance is formed entirely. So let's go. What are, and take note that what? Chemical changes are irreversible, generally irreversible. You see, most physical changes now, most physical changes are reversible, but there are some that are irreversible. Most of them are reversible, but chemical changes are generally what? Irreversible. So any change that involve you burning, rusting, combustion, fermentation, digestion, all these are example of what? Chemical change. And check slaking of lime. Slaking of lime means adding water to calcium oxide. This will form a chemical compound called quicklime. You can see, since this is, look at it, since this is leading to the formation of new substance entirely, therefore slaking of lime is an example of chemical change. Also, reaction of active metal. There are some reactive metal. If you react them with water, also you have what? A chemical, that will even lead to a chemical reaction. A reactive metal with water will lead to a chemical reaction, and that is a chemical change. Next, decaying of meat, burning of, remember, anything that have to do with burning, combustion, all these are chemical change. So what are the differences between them? Physical changes, no new substance is formed. Chemical changes, we have formation of new substance. Physical change are what? Temporary, like I said, most of them are reversible, but chemical changes, what? Those are permanent. Okay, because it has led to the formation of new substance. Next, a mixture is formed. Yeah, let me give you an example of this. If I mix water and salt together, if I dissolve water, if I dissolve salt into water, what will I have? I will have salt water, and that's an example of a mixture. But a compound is something like this. Check this part, slaking of lime. You can see when water is added to quick lime, we have slaked lime. So you can see that what? A compound is being formed here. Exactly. So take note of that. Next, not accompanied by what? By its change. For example, if we dissolve sugar in water, there's no like it does not lead to what? Maybe it does not lead to what? To any significant amount of heat change. But if you look at this one, addition of water, acid and metal together, that is accompanied by what? A great amount of heat change. So let's look at it. Look at this quick question. Which of them is physical? Which of them is chemical? Now let's see. If you dissolve common salt in water, that's a physical change. Burning of petrol, chemical change. Digestion of glucose is a chemical change. Rusting is a chemical change. So thanks for watching.